Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We're talking about all different types of investments. We're continuing our awesome conversation with Louis Kowalski. He is a life insurance guru, and he's talking about, we're pretty much picking his brain and trying to figure out, well, I'm trying to convince Bobby to get life insurance. I don't think we can, but let's try to do it. Me and you, Louis, we can do it. We can do it. Okay, so we're talking about the best time to buy life insurance is the earlier the better, right?
Actually, the best time to buy life insurance is when there's a need.
Okay.
And I like to qualify when you get married. Obviously, you have a family, and you should buy life insurance on the husband and the wife. When you have a business, there's an obvious need. And a need that's not talked about much today is estate taxes. When your estate reaches $5.5 million
you're good,
per
bro.
person, anything over that is taxed by the government.
What about over $15 million? Because
you have a friend?
That's
you have
where
a
I'm
friend?
concerned.
Yeah.
Are you have a friend you're concerned for?
He's got a problem because when he dies, if he's married, is he single or married?
I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, if he's single, then the taxes will be roughly $5 million.
Wow.
And how those taxes are going to be paid?
Right.
Obviously, the best way to pay them is through life insurance.
Sure. And so you're saying the sooner the better. And so let's take me for instance. How much life insurance would I qualify for?
Typically, we take your income, and I can get you qualified $1 million for every $50,000 of income. Typically.
Oh, okay.
And now, insurance companies will look at different things like your lifestyle. They'll look at your health. They'll look at a number of things, but that's typically what I can get you.
So we got a key man policy on Bobby, and they quoted us higher because he's really healthy. He's never had a drink of alcohol in his life, and he works out 6 days a week. Doesn't have kids or a wife, and that's why that's allowed. But his actual policy was cheaper than we thought.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that's because after they did the whole...
Oh, no, he's going to get standard rates. I mean, not standard. You're going to get preferred rates.
Yeah. Well, they made me do the whole physical, I had to take my shirt off, and discounts started flying in.
Yeah, is that it? Those are called pity discounts. Yeah, they weren't ready for that for sure. But so this key man policy, for instance, that we have, you're saying that you can convert some term into some whole.
Yes.
But you feel that the first 3 to 5 years is when that's really going to be the best.
That pretty much it all depends on what company you have. There are some companies that will allow conversion all the way out. But most of the companies, I'd say 95% of the companies today have a time limit on their term conversion.
Sure. And so what you're saying, so when something happens in your life, so do you have to adjust your life insurance? So let's say you get married and then you have some life insurance and then you have kids. Then do you change your life insurance at that point?
Well, you probably want to increase it.
Or depending on how much assets you start to acquire?
Exactly. You just need to sit down with a qualified life insurance professional and review it. Gentlemen, it's not that complicated.
Right.
It's and there's a lot of people that come up with the graphs and this and that. I just ask a couple of key questions.
So what would you ask me, for instance?
Okay. How much do you make?
Uh-oh.
Let's throw out a number.
Just throw out.
Let's say $200,000.
Okay, you make $200,000 a year. If you died, how long could your wife last on what you have right now?
About a week.
Nah, she's not that bad. We have some assets, so she probably lasts a year or two.
Okay. What are you going to do after that?
What's she going to do after that?
Exactly.
I don't know. Jump into real estate or do something profitable.
The problem is most beneficiaries aren't really worried about a lot of money. They're worried about an income. Where is that money going to come from?
Right.
At least for the next 10 years. And if you have children, where's the money going to come from till the last one graduates? Not only that, college. Where am I going to work? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do?
She just has to remarry really
money.
quick.
That's what I'm thinking.
Money is the key. You've got to have money.
Right.
And most people don't have enough money left over for their beneficiaries to live 2 to 3 years, much less 20 years.
Quick takeaway. So these policies, do they pay off mortgages or is those?
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll pay off whatever you want.
Right.
But, in your case, for $200,000, I'd recommend a $4 million term policy immediately.
Right. I don't have enough then. I got to go talk to Louis. Well, I'm glad he's here.
I mean, and then we can, there is a policy called, as Greg was referring to, called an Index Universal Life Policy. Index Universal Life policies are indexed to the S&P 500, the Hang Seng, the Eurobond Fund, real estate,
just
gold,
safe stuff,
and they typically have caps on. The important thing about an index policy is that when the stock market or whatever crashes, you're protected.
Gotcha. So this is a lot of information. Someone needs to get a hold of Louis directly, immediately. If you don't have enough, it sounds like I don't. You can call him at 210-829-7577, and that's 829-7577.